Hello everyone, I'm RecV5.
And I'm Sandman99.
And welcome back to Madden 12 Suffering with the bad Madden.
Yes. And we are finally at our last regular season game in week 17.
Indeed.
And we're taking our 15-0 record into Cleveland to play the Browns.
Yeah, and Browns, they're 7-8 team.
Yeah, the Browns, even though they're a fairly mediocre team, gave me all kinds of grief the last time I played them.
Yeah, they played us really hard.
So we'll have to see how things go. I mean, the game we played last week was extremely lopsided in our favor on both offense and defense. I think they had a time of possession of only about 6.5 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Basically, I only played for like 6.5 minutes in that game, and then the rest was all you.
And it was all dive play.
And it was all dive play. You called the dive play like 71 times or something.
Yeah, I don't even think I called the stretch run in that game.
No, all you used was the only other play you used. I think you used the fullback dive a couple of times.
Yep.
Yeah. Which is technically a dive play too. So. But anyway, we're getting closer to the end. So we got this game, and then potentially, 3 more games after this?
Potentially.
Right? A division playoff game, a conference title game, and the Super Bowl game, assuming that we don't lose one of those 3 games.
Well, we could also do the Pro Bowl if you want.
No way. I
bet you Mendenhall will make it to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, probably. I think that I will have had more than enough Madden 12 by the time we finish our playoff run, however far it goes. Because to be honest with you, I've had enough already. The only reason that we're still playing this is because we decided between the two of us that since we started it that we would finish it.
Yep. Well, we have a lot of fans who watch this too, right? They really love watching the dive play over and over.
Yeah, I guess so, hey?
And I suppose we pair that with some riveting commentary and...
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to be playing a different strategy against the Browns than I did last time, because remember the last time? That was when I started playing that dime defense.
Yep.
And they would put a 3 or 4 wide receiver set out, so I'd respond with a dime, and then they'd hand the ball off and tear off a big run, right?
Yep.
But I've since learned that if you play 4-3, well, they can't really
do anything,
pass against you anyway, and it's much better against the run. So here we go.
I had to remember how kicking works.
Yeah, you had to remember how kicking works because you haven't done this in a week, right? Yeah, that's right, folks. We don't even practice or anything like that either. Like, we basically only play this game when we have to do a recording.
Oh, I gotta unplug this controller, and boy, is that a stiff plug.
Yeah. Okay.
The quarterback who hopes to lead this offense.
The quarterback who hopes to lead this. Yeah. Okay. Well. Anyway, I know what I'm playing.
Get the ball here at the 26-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
Well, they got shotgun and 3 wide receivers already.
Well, you sacked him.
We'll start off with a sack
for 7 yards.
I was just playing 4-3 too, by the way.
Just raw determination by the defensive line there.
Yeah. Like, I don't really care about linebackers covering the wide receivers and all that kind of shit. I'm just going to play 4-3. 4-3. And I'll just back everybody up, and I've got the safeties back there deep in case one of my linebackers can't cover somebody, right?
Your pass rush got sabotaged by that running back going out into the formation.
Yeah, well, that's okay. If he wants to catch a 2-yard pass, I guess I'm all right with that. Well, we'll go with the 4-3 again. And we'll just back everybody up. Ooh.
Damn.
See how good that works?
Yep.
That's right, folks. You don't have to play anything except for 4-3 over, man under 2. That's all you need to do. You don't need any of those nickel defenses or any of that other nonsense.
We could just about make a Madden 12 tutorial series.
Yeah, really, eh?
Teach people how to play.
Yeah. Even though I don't even know how half the controls in this stupid game work. I just learned what works and I do it. Because I did spend, at the very beginning of this series, I did spend a couple of hours in practice mode.
Yep.
Trying to figure out what I could do that would actually, you know, work at a very basic level, right?
And really, you were just overthinking it.
And it turned out that all I needed to do was play 4-3 over, man under 2. So, what's your offensive strategy for this game?
Well, we're going to change it up a little bit. I think we're going to try to go between the guard and the center quite a bit this game. I think that'll be a much better alternative to simply stuffing it up the middle.
Oh, okay. Well, it's good to have a little variety in your offensive attack, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Because otherwise, they might catch on to it.
That was the weirdest fucking dive play I've ever seen. Did you see that?
No, I wasn't paying attention, really.
Oh, we gotta look at this bullshit.
Okay. So the center misses that guy completely. And then the fullback turns to block that guy and misses him. And he completely overruns. Where's number 71 going? Like, wow. He's chasing the quarterback. You see that? He's chasing the quarterback. And then he completely overruns the play.
Because of the handoff.
And, yeah.
And also, too, I'm trying as hard as... Because I see him coming through the line, so I'm trying as hard as I can to swerve to the right so he doesn't make contact with me at all.
Yeah. But why did... let's go back to the beginning there. You see how the center just dropped him, right? Like, completely. He just completely ignored him.
Yeah, let's see if I can get onto the center with these stupid controls.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Stop. Game, stop. Stop. I can't even fucking select the center. Come on. I have a fucking 10-year career as a competitive fighting game player, and the controls for this are so bad even I can't operate them.
See, the thing that screws you up is it looks like he turns toward that guy briefly, and then he just lets him go.
Yep.
And who's number 68? Okay, well, number 68 at least blocked somebody useful. And I don't think that defensive tackle was his man, really. He didn't have a man on the line.
No, even in the pre-play art, it was number 53 who was supposed to block that guy.
Okay, so he did, so basically, what the fuck?
And you know,
right?
I mean, I almost don't blame the fullback for turning around in a fucking circle there.
Oh, no,
he was probably thinking, what the fuck?
Yeah, because he was probably expecting to block that linebacker in the gap, right?
Yeah.
And then suddenly he started to have to make shit up as he went along, too, right?
It was terrible. It was an absolutely awful play.
Well, it's because the center basically broke down. He didn't do what he was supposed to do, right? That's stupid.
Well, Clint sure can snap the ball pretty good these days.
Yeah. Well, that time, though, he actually blocked the man and straight ahead of him, right? You know, who knows why he didn't do it the last time. Oh, I thought you were going to do that. I thought, you know, what if he goes to the offset formation here?
Well, it didn't matter because nobody blocked that linebacker anyways.
Nobody blocked that linebacker anyways. That's what I think, though. A lot of this is totally random, right? Like, you see an offensive lineman, basically, he even turned and had a good hairy eyeball look at that guy and then swerved away from him, right? And it's like, what are you doing out there? You know, like right now, the center should be on that. Yeah, okay, and he did. At least. He did what he was supposed to.
He tried to.
And third down, 7 yards to go.
Well, they've got a very widespread line there.
Yeah, what are you going to do on this 3rd and 7 situation anyway?
Well, I think we can go long up the middle.
Okay.
So I'm going to throw past a batch here.
Uh-huh.
And we'll see how far he can take it after the catch.
Well, it looks like you picked up almost 15 yards on that play.
It was a successful pass play, right?
Big play that time by a talented player. You can tell in those tough, clutch situations.
Wow.
First down, 10 to go. The Rocks at the 23.
Man, if all of our running backs aren't rated 99 at the end of the season, I don't know what the hell ratings mean.
Ratings don't mean anything in this game, I don't think. Actually, you know what? I think that ratings may affect the dice roll on the play outcome a little bit.
They'll go with the run once again.
But that's about it.
But that's about it, yeah.
14-yard line.
Basically, we're just playing dice roll football here, and for some reason, they seem to be completely and totally unable to stop the dive play. At least on this drive. Oh, look at that. Wow. Is he? No, he's not gonna. They're not gonna give you the touchdown.
Not gonna
though.
give
It's
it to me, huh?
First and goal on the 1.
That kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop
The
an
play
offensive
action,
team.
yeah.
Yeah, the play action is coming out now, right? Don't you know?
Uh-huh. Yes, obviously.
They'll try the fullback. Plows ahead for the touchdown.
Yeah, he's having a good time out there.
Yeah, he is. Well, you got to reward him for having the presence of mind to
Do all that blocking.
at least try and run interference on that defensive lineman that was 7 yards in the backfield there, right?
Yeah, well,
Like,
come on. He was like,
wow.
what the hell is going on? Right?
Yeah. It's like, hey, center, you missed your man.
Is good.
Fuck.
Pittsburgh is up 7.
That's a lot of ones.
Well, you know,
One carry for 1 yard for 1 touchdown and a long run of 1.
Yep.
Is deep, looking to return the kickoff.
Well, you know what? Maybe the center was up in the box with John and Al before the game.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe he's just playing with a little bit of a buzz or something, right? Ooh, look at, you see that spin move there? Wow. Okay.
There to bring him down.
Well, I see they got 3 wide receivers, so it must be time to
24-yard line.
go with the 4-3 over.
First down and 10 to go. Flips out short.
See, the worst that's going to happen is I'll have a linebacker on a receiver like that, and I'll give up a short pass or something, right?
87.
Yep.
That catch. Second down, and they're going to need just about 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ooh,
Excuse you.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, we'll sack him from the other side this time.
What'd you do? Just flip the play?
Yeah, I just flipped the play. I was being tricky. So they got 3 wide receivers, so I guess we'll play
Go. Third down and 8.
4-3 out over. Hey, look at that. He's running. Gotcha. You're not going anywhere.
Wow, that number 94 there could barely bring down the quarterback.
Yeah, really, that looked like it was pretty tough.
Defense there, but offensively, now you have to begin to wonder just a little bit. They go back to the
Okay,
sideline.
well, here we go. We're gonna fair catch again here. I've already decided I'm calling a fair catch.
Signals for the fair catch.
Yo, you never get any blocking anyways.
Yeah, like those guys don't block anyhow, so what's the point? Right?
And why do they always start me in like single back or whatever the hell else they start me in? right? Like, they always start me in the weirdest formations.
Set up shop at the 34.
They're like, you want to run the single back, right? You want to run the wishbone, right? It's like,
Yeah.
no, I don't.
Do they actually have the wishbone in this?
Yes, it's in my playbook. Well,
Really?
Actually, I guess it's not in my playbook. It's a full house is in my playbook, but you get the idea, right?
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, come on now.
You're getting me excited here because like
Oh.
I like running the wishbone in my Madden 05 offense, right?
Yeah.
I use the wishbone formation quite a bit. Of course, I had to build it myself because it doesn't exist in Madden 05, but you know.
Yep,
Still.
you have to build it yourself in this one too, sadly.
How can you do that though? You can't build anything in this game.
Yeah, actually, so there you go. You couldn't do it. I don't know. Create a play was like the best feature they ever had, and they got rid of the best feature they ever had after
Yep.
Madden 05. When they came to Madden 06, you couldn't use I believe you couldn't use your custom playbooks in franchise mode anymore.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, well, fuck this then. You know,
Yeah.
I'm never going to buy another Madden game again.
Well, unfortunately, I did buy a couple more after that, spaced a couple of years apart, because I kept hoping that maybe they went back to, being good again. But unfortunately, they never did.
Oh, that was unfortunate.
Yeah, he got a piece of that guy, but
Not enough of them.
not enough of them.
Play by the defense. You always hear coaches talking about whoever gets lower. Get your pad level lower than the offensive lineman. That time this defensive line did exactly that.
But yeah, I think I had Madden 06, and that's when they introduced a whole bunch of that other nonsense about, like a mini game where you had to memorize. Oh, nice. Where you had to memorize lines because you were acting in a movie or something like that.
Well, that was
right?
in the superstar mode.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Once in a while,
Like,
and everything
wow.
seems to fall apart.
They'll start this drive at the 18-yard line.
that's a bunch of stuff that has absolutely nothing to do with playing football, right?
Has a man to his right. The stop was made by Lamar Woodley. Colt McCoy has now thrown for 3,000 yards this season.
Wow, he's thrown for 3,000 yards this season.
Only a yard needed to convert.
You know how many yards we've thrown for this season?
I think, 5 or 6?
Maybe. That just means we're much more efficient than he is.
See, I went back to the 4-3 over because they ran the ball, right? They were trying to get tricky there.
They won the battle.
The offense needs about 3 yards to get the first here on third down.
Single back big. Uh-oh, somebody jumped.
Like someone on the offensive line jumped.
That's okay.
Well, that's more than a little humiliating for an offensive lineman. Unfortunately, there's nowhere to hide after one of those, and
Okay.
they know national television is going to be talking about them as well.
Tisk tisk. Oh, look at that. I'm going to sack him again.
Yep.
I haven't played anything but 4-3 over man under 2 this game so far. I haven't actually called any other play.
I keep doing what you're doing.
You can't argue with success.
You can't argue with success.
Good. So, it's fourth down. The Browns ready to punt this one away.
Well, maybe I could have run that one back, but why bother?
Yeah, why bother? It's fine. We're just gonna
Run the dive play?
run the dive play.
The offense will start at the 38. First down and
Oh, they are lined up extremely wide.
Yeah, their linebackers are tight, though.
Mendenhall.
Oh, look at that. You escaped.
Yeah, I don't even know how I escaped there.
Yeah, well, you just kept moving forward.
I just kept trying to push forward, and I think I even got hung up on someone in there, but they didn't manage to make a tackle, so guess it is what it is.
See the configuration of the line and the linebackers there? That's almost looks like something that I would draw in Madden 05, right?
That time I got hung up on the back of number 68's leg.
That's okay. You picked up 5 yards anyway. That's still a successful run play.
Do we have man coverage? Not man lock, though.
Yeah, they just trade, eh? Oh, well. 3rd and 1.
Out to about the 38-yard line. Joe Hayden was there to bring him down. That'll make
You should be able to run out the first quarter here.
Yep. Yeah, I don't even have to run this play.
Still a lot of time left, but at the end of one, the score 7-zip. Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert.
Oh, look at this. They just crowded the linebackers up into the gaps.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
What's he doing? Waving at somebody in the crowd? Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to crowd the linebackers up into the gaps like that.
You know, they ended up getting pancaked by the guard there.
Yeah, they just got nudged out of the way, and then you just ran through that, like, hallway-sized gap, right?
And then managed to break a tackle there.
Yeah.
They have the ball at the 16.
Mendenhall's taken so many hits this season, he doesn't even feel anything anymore.
Yeah.
Well, that looked kind of screwed up, but...
Yeah, he picked up another half a dozen, though. That's good.
It's kind of weird, though, how you can run into the teeth of the defense and pick up 6 yards.
Yeah.
And that's actually the best way to run it because of the way that the outside guy is pursuing around the edge function.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, in this game, the stretch run doesn't work very well at all, usually.
Oh, that time somebody actually got beat in the middle.
Oh, well. You still picked up a yard.
Yep, positive progress.
Yep. Well, there's a touchdown.
Nope.
Oh, they're not going to give the touchdown again. Wow.
Again.
Okay, well, I guess it's 1st and goal from the 1.
Again.
Boy, they're look at that. See, he just ran right through that defensive lineman like he wasn't even there, eh?
Yep. Yeah, again, we've got it on All-Pro, too, so... And that was the backup running back.
Yeah.
We'll even use some motion on the fullback dive.
You're going to use some motion on the fullback dive?
I don't think we need to, but we will.
Well, you're just being fancy now. Why don't you take that fancy stuff and go back to fancy town where you came from?
Yeah.
Don't need any of that fancy motion stuff.
All the motion. See, it's like Peyton Manning out there, except there are no passes thrown.
Wow.
Ben was just out there. He was sitting in studying the teachings of Chuck Knox before this season.
Yeah, that's right.
Extra point is good.
Yeah, I can see him sitting there in a room with all these diagrams showing step by step a quarterback taking the snap, turning around and handing it to a running back
in excruciating detail.
In different configurations, right?
Yep.
Looks ready to kick it away. Chris is back to receive the kick.
You know, in diagrams with the footprints on the floor,
Yep,
like they have in dance school kind of thing,
Yep.
you know?
You see him walking, and he gets into the gym, and he's just like going back and forth in those footprints over and over.
Yeah.
He makes it out to about the 21-yard line. Sean Schweisom was there for the stop.
Oh, look at that. Your kicker got the tackle on that play.
They'll start.
Yeah, well, I kind of just try to run at the guy anyways, right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, they got single back big. Maybe they're going to try and run the ball here. Yeah.
Hillis gets the ball.
at least kickers can run in this game. They're not like,
Yeah, they're not cripples like they are in the other Madden games, eh?
That you have to run away from, but the
yeah, exactly. Like, they're totally infirm in previous Maddens.
Yeah.
to catch you from behind.
I'm surprised that they made them that way, actually, because you know what? There's professional athletes too, and some of those guys, you know, like have pretty fast 40 times in real life. And oh, look at this.
Gets it on the inside.
Well, I think, like, the current punter that's in the Hall of Fame started life as a safety, actually.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of
All right.
yardage there. They've been shut
And so he was, like, an incredibly athletic player.
Oh, okay. They handed it off out of the shotgun. That's what was going on. Yeah, being fancy.
So it's third down. The offense will need about 4 yards to pick up the first.
Okay, well, here we go. Oh, got me to twitch a little bit there.
And they'll run him again.
Did he make it?
Stop was made
Yeah, I guess he made
by
it.
James Harrison.
Yeah, well, you know how the running game is in this game.
Yep.
It sets up the play action.
That's why I'm playing
Mix it up, and that can be so tough on
4-3.
the defense.
Now
If only there was a better defense than 4-3, but there isn't. For sure there isn't, because the goal line is just no.
Yeah.
Hillis gets the carry left side. Lawrence Timmons was there for the stop.
Well, there's another run play. I guess they're trying running the ball now because they haven't been having any luck passing.
Second down and 7. They're on their own 35. Flips it out short to his left. He's wrestled down around the 41-yard line by McFadden.
Well, they're driving.
That'll make it third down. The offense needs about 3 feet for the first.
They're going to run out of the single back or what? Yep. Oh, I couldn't get off my block.
He's dropped down around the 44-yard line by Hope. And we'll have a first down and 10.
Hey, look at this.
Number 31.
Look at us. All of a sudden now they're able to run, eh?
Gets 5 on the run.
We
Yep.
this must be that late second quarter thing going on here.
The destined drive.
Down and 5 to go.
Oh well. Eh, there they go on the run again. Oh, I ran right by him.
Straight ahead.
He juked you there.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you get it back with this kind of talent, it can be so difficult to get him on the ground.
They line up at the 45.
See, now they were watching you play and they're doing the same thing.
Yeah, well, the coach there just had his whiteboard out on the sideline there, right?
Yeah. Wow, there was a defender there that ran right by the guy too, right? Wow. Okay, well, we'll keep doing it.
They'll need about 3 yards here on second down.
Okay, well, I got the line shifted toward the side they got everybody lined up on here.
Handoff up the
See,
middle.
anytime I do a defensive lineman move, my guy falls down,
Aaron Smith
right?
was there to
If I do anything other than just engage,
Well, maybe you'll fall down and he'll trip over you.
yeah, that's what I keep hoping.
short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert.
Look at that, I had the 5-man line there that time too, and he's still, like, it's like I can't stop them now, eh?
The
The unstoppable running attack.
That's right.
First and 10.
You can't stop the run in Madden 12.
On the
Nope.
30-yard line.
I think I've proven that all season, actually.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bell gets the ball. Lawrence Timmons was there for the stop.
Okay, well. Stopped them for only a gain of 1 that time.
Brings up 2nd and 9. They'll work the left side.
Hey, now we're stopping the run.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we know defensive ends are probably some of the most athletic guys in the league, and typically you think about them getting after the quarterback, but that time he used his athleticism to make a big stop in the run.
Yeah, sack his ass.
Huh?
He gets the sack, and the offensive lineman didn't have much of a chance.
I've sacked him 4 times already in this game.
And he was into the backfield and
Yeah, that was a perfect swim move. Did you see that swim move?
signature move, if you will. He's
Nope.
had a lot of success
It looked to me like he just sort of ran straight at the quarterback and sacked him. Because nobody blocked him.
So fast that even if you have quick reaction time, you're still going to get sacked.
Okay, we're signaling for the fair catch. Get the hell away from the ball.
Well, their offense will now come onto the field in excellent position. Already
Okay,
in
well,
this
they
game.
established a bit of time of possession there anyway.
Ah, that's okay. We have a solution to their time of possession.
The offense.
Well, it gave your offense a time to rest anyway. They should be fresh now.
Yeah, especially my left guard. That poor motherfucker.
Yep. Well, you'd think he'd be in pretty good shape by now with all the playing time he's been getting.
Between the tackles, TJ Ward was there to bring him down. They pick up 9 there. Short yardage situation here, 2nd and a yard.
Yeah. So it must be time to maybe take a risk and call the dive play, hey?
Yeah, I think so. You know, we've got 2 downs to make 1 yard, so we might as well make the most of it, right?
Yep.
Mendenhall
Oh, look at that. Wow.
gets the call.
He's bouncing off of people today.
Makes a defensive
You know, Mendenhall's a little bit bigger than Redmond, right? Redmond's a little quicker, Mendenhall's a little bigger.
That's the thing, though, right? They have this dynamic player performance, though, and I can tell a difference between the way he's playing in this game and the way he was
played
in the last
game.
one, yeah.
39-yard line.
Because in this game, on first contact, he's bouncing off of defenders and running through tackles and stuff like that, right?
Yep.
And in the last game, he wasn't really doing that. In the last game, mostly it was your blockers that were running over the defense, right?
Mendenhall on the inside handoff.
You know, I kind of just went straight ahead there.
Yeah, pretty much.
There for the stop.
Yeah, the offensive line did their job. They created enough of a seam to get him up into the secondary, and then he was able to explode from there.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yep.
First down, 10 to go.
I think you have to run this play.
I think
that-
I do too,
because,
yeah.
because the clock is identical. Like both clocks are the same, so they'd probably give you a 5-yard penalty if you try and let it run to 2 minutes.
Mendenhall.
See that? You just ran over that guy, eh?
Ryan
Actually, I think I got carried forward there by the other guy who came to assist.
Yeah.
Second and 6 yards to go. The pigskin is on the 37-yard line.
Well, you might have enough time to make it down there.
Just a couple of dive plays away.
Yeah. A little bit of clock management, maybe, and
Again with the carry. 2 yards. Just about 4 yards shy of the first here on
you can
third
probably
down.
run the clock here, though, and still have time, I think.
See, with the way they have their line shifted over, I'm just looking for the gap between the defensive tackles, and that's basically where I run to.
Yeah.
That's all I'm looking for, and then I audible my fullback to the side to block whichever linebacker, and then I just try to hit that gap.
Well, you hit that gap this time. Now you'll have to start paying attention to the clock a little bit.
You can tell in those tough, clutch situations, he wants the ball in his hands.
Flag on the play.
Uh-oh.
Holding penalty.
You're going to get a holding penalty.
He's tackled around the 17-yard line by Elam.
Oh,
Really?
Well, the defense was out there battling on that one, but that was exactly the kind of break this offense needed.
First and long.
What?
After the penalty.
The offense got a break by getting a 10-yard penalty? Like, you might not be able to score now because of that penalty, right?
it's okay, we got a break.
Yeah.
It's the tailback. He's brought down at about
That was convenient timing, though, right? Remember, that's happened. This has happened before
second down and
in
a
this
long
exact
14.
situation, right? You get into the red zone with less than 2 minutes to play and a half, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, you get a holding penalty, right? It's scripted. It was a thing that was very likely to happen.
And he's
Oh well,
right around the 22.
maybe you might want to call a timeout here.
58.
Yeah, I'll just wait and run the clock and then call a timeout and try to kick a field goal.
Oh, okay. You didn't want to try and run another play?
The Steelers. just
Because
took their
field
first
goal
timeout.
kicking is pretty iffy in this one, but
Oh, it's absolutely terrible.
Field goal
yeah.
kick here.
Well, you aimed it a little bit left. I don't know. Hey, you made it.
Kick is good.
There we go.
Hey!
So that will make the score the Steelers 17, the Browns nothing. And as we head to halftime, our score is 17.
Didn't you just say that?
Yep,
Is this in case you weren't listening the first time?
apparently.
All right, well, it must be time for the halftime stretch.
Indeed. And we're back.
Yes. And both our right guard and left guard are on hot streaks,
Excellent.
which might explain your unusual success running the dive play.
Unusual.
Oh, I'm going to call a fair catch here.
He'll down it in the end zone.
Wouldn't let you, huh?
Yeah, it did. Well, I think what happens when you call a fair catch on a kickoff in the end zone is they probably do that instead, right?
Maybe.
They just didn't do that in Madden 05, and then they would comment on how unusual it is to see a player call a fair catch in the
How
end zone.
unusual.
Will start at the 20.
I just wanted to make sure he didn't try to run it out and end up starting at like the 12-yard line or something stupid like that, right?
Yeah.
Inside handoff.
I was kind of hoping the fullback would turn to the left there, but he turned to the right.
Yeah, well, blocking is pretty much a crapshoot in this game anyway. Sometimes they're going to do it right, and sometimes they're going to completely
Second and 7 situation.
do something unexpected.
Ball on their own 23.
This time around, they did something unexpected.
This looks exactly like the last play.
Yeah, maybe they called the same defense.
Left wing. Hands it off straight ahead.
Bad things happen when you run to the weak side of the defense.
Yeah.
By Smith. Third down. They need 6 for a first down.
Hey, look at that linebacker leaning into the gap there. Must be looking for the dive play.
Gives it up the gut.
Well, you made it.
Yep, made it with the dive play.
And as a play caller, when you see a successful running play like that, it makes you a little more confident to call it the next time.
Yeah, when they're all leaning in the gaps, then I can make the dive play, right?
Yeah. It seems like when they lean up close like that, they get nudged out of the way, right?
It's less effective.
Yeah, it's actually less effective because they get nudged out of the way, and then when you hit the line of scrimmage, you can run right by them, right? When they play off a few yards like they are in the middle there right now, that's when it's tougher, right? Because then your blockers actually have to go downfield looking for them a little bit.
Redmond gets it on the inside. Ryan Taylor was there for the stop.
So, what are you going to do now? Are you going to pound it in the middle again?
Yeah, well, I think we're going to call halfback lead this time.
Uh-huh, okay.
It's a little bit of a change up from the dive play,
Yeah.
right? And it's less of a in between the guard and the center play, and more of an in between the center and the guard kind of play.
Yeah, okay.
The angle's just about it's just little differences in angles, right?
Mm-hmm. Wow, look at that gaping hole that lined up there too, eh?
He's wrestled down around the 50-yard line by Ross.
So you've got to get Redmond his 100 yards this game too, right?
Well, that and Mendenhall was getting a little tired, so...
Yeah, well, I think Redmond probably has like 1,600 yards rushing on this season, right?
As a second-string running back.
Yeah, I have no idea what these guys' season statistics look like.
We never look.
We never look. But I would imagine he gets about 100 yards a game, right?
Redmond gets the call again.
Well, we could always check it out at the before before the start of the next game. Yeah, let's
before
say
the start
that.
of the next game.
Let's say
we'll
before
that.
the start of the next game.
Yeah.
I don't know why the hell I was so indecisive there. I'm just like, I don't know when we're gonna look at that. We should look at that sometime.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know. Personally, I don't really care. Oh my.
Hey man, you've got to care about this rushing attack. This is like the best rushing attack you've ever witnessed.
About 3 yards there.
I wish that I could run like that in Madden 05.
Coming up for the offense.
No matter what I do, though, I just don't seem to be able to run the ball like you can in Madden 05.
I really don't know what to tell you, man. I can't throw passes in Madden 05, so... In spite of, passing for 4,000 yards.
Oh, well, looks like they're going to stop you.
Yep, they got
You're
and
going to
stopped
have
me.
to kick it away.
On the 44-yard line.
That's okay. You took a good-sized chunk off of the clock there and moved the ball
The Steelers.
so that you'll be punting it into their end. So these are good things. See, with the punting meter, you see that white dot there? You sort of get an idea of where you're aiming, right? But you don't seem to get that little white dot thing when you're kicking a field goal.
It bounces out of bounds at the 22.
Oh.
Well, that was a terrible punt.
Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe you aimed on your angle just a little bit off, but
It's still hard to judge.
yeah. But it's still okay.
Start at the 22-yard line. First down, 10 to go.
Oh, look at this. They're going to start off running the ball again.
Lawrence Timmons was there to bring him down.
Okay, well.
It's 2nd and 5 here. The ball is on their own 26.
See, I noticed, too, when I back up the secondary, right? They like to run the ball, right?
McCoy hands it
You
off.
think that's an audible they call?
The stop is
Probably.
made by Ike Taylor. Hold on there.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to accept the penalty.
And I really didn't see the hold there.
You're starting to sound more like an offensive lineman every day, Gus. You know, the reality is there really is holding on every single play, but the rule changes now allow for guys to grab within the framework of the body. You just can't
Oh, boy, somebody got cut blocked over there big time.
That's okay. Then he went to the air, and
Yeah.
that was a terrible idea.
Yeah. Well, they got 4 wide receivers, so maybe we'll try the dime thing here.
Third down and 15. Pass is short right side. And the tackle was made.
Right. Make the tackle, make him come up short. Hey, look, I can play punt block man. I wonder what situation exactly makes the AI decide that that's an appropriate play or not.
Maybe because they're closer to their own end. I don't know.
I don't know.
Not like it matters in terms of blocking.
No, it doesn't seem to work well like it does in Madden 05.
Oh, Mendenhall is still tired.
First down and 10.
Oh well. Wowee! Wowee! Look at that! Oh, you just weren't fast enough to run away from that guy.
Yeah, that was the cornerback running me down.
Yeah. I had no idea that that play was going to turn out like that.
Yeah, we got a safety on a offensive lineman there. How did that look, anyways? Was that like cheesy, like it is in typical Madden, or? No, he actually just ran right into him.
Well, it's all about pursuit angles too, though, right? Because if you look at the pursuit angle that safety picks,
it's terrible.
Yeah, he probably. Well, I mean, he's going directly at the running back when he should probably be thinking about.
He might want to run upfield with it and just be willing to give up a little bit of extra yardage so that he doesn't give up all this.
Yeah. I don't know. I still think even in a situation like that, an offensive lineman should have a great deal of trouble blocking somebody who is much quicker and more maneuverable than he is in the open field, right? It's just that the safety chose to crash straight into him, right?
Yep.
Redmond on the run.
Well, picked up a couple.
They line the ball up at the 39.
Well, looks like man lock defense again. Oh, look at that. You got a block. You got another block. Wow, fullback got two guys on that play. Yeah, you gotta look at that again because your fullback did an amazing job there. He chipped that first guy and knocked him out of the way, and then he went upfield and took out a second guy, right?
Yep. And that there, folks, is the dive play.
Yep. Works all the time. Well, maybe not all the time, but it works most of the time.
And the point after is good.
Yeah, well, it's like John says, the majority of runs are between the
guard and the guard.
Yeah, well, fuck.
Yeah, the majority of runs are between the guards, right? Between the left guard and the right guard. Not between the tackles, like John says. Because that's just crazy stuff. You don't want to...
far too wide.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing stuff like that. Okay, well... They got 3 wide receivers, so I'm going to play 4-3 over. Oh.
I can barely swallow my drink with a straight face.
Okay, well, I managed to get my audibles all called here finally, and... See, the last time we played these guys, when they were running like that, I was having a great deal of trouble with them, right?
Yep.
Which is why you have to play 4-3 over. Oh, they set up a screen there.
The stop was made by Ike Taylor.
The Browns keep having to dump it off on those short little pass plays that don't gain much.
Well, that was kind of by design, right? That's kind of how a screen works.
Yeah, but it wasn't a screenplay that John would have been happy with.
No. Well, we managed to stop him short of the first down again.
The Steelers did an excellent job tackling and keeping things in front of them on that.
See, that's why you have linebackers out there in coverage.
Yeah, because they won't miss those tackles.
That's right. They won't miss those tackles. There's no extra yardage after the catch when you got linebackers out there.
Signals for the fair catch.
Well, it almost looked like you actually got blocking there for a minute.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to be fooled. All it takes is one mishandled punt to give them a chance to get back in the game. And I don't like playing this game so much that I would not rather just sit here and watch you play. When you have the ball, they're not scoring on us.
There you go. It's the ultimate defense, right? The ultimate defense is a slow offense.
Well, you know what? That's what they say, right? The best defense is a good offense.
Or a slow one.
Yeah, well.
A ground game.
See, Redmond's got his 100 yards. He's got 131 yards.
Best defense is a ground game.
That's right.
Wow, that is a fucked up block assignment that guard has.
Yeah, but things worked out anyways.
I was so busy watching his side of the line, watching that guy pop through, I wasn't watching where I was running.
Yeah.
Now look for this team to be able to mix it up, and that can be so tough on a defense.
Ah, mix it up.
Well, you know what? It's amazing how they keep coming out in these spread alignments when you've done nothing but run up the middle.
I've literally done nothing but run up the middle.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, they've actually stopped me in these spread alignments, whereas when they crowd the line, that's when I get them.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That looked pretty wide open in the middle there to me.
I don't know. If I had to tell you why running up the middle works in this game, basically I'd tell you this. When I line up, I look at where the largest amount of space in that gap between the two tackles is. When it's on this side, I run to the right. Right, and I try to motion someone over to pick up the unblocked lineman on the outside.
Yeah. So you're going to run to the right on this one.
That's right.
And this is just something that you've learned from running the dive play often, right?
Over and over again.
Yeah.
Alright, and so the biggest gap between the two defensive tackles is on the right there. So we're going to do that again. This looks like it's man coverage, so maybe I'll get a guy to come over here. And he'll block that outside guy, which means nobody running into the backfield to disrupt my handoff.
Yeah, and then you just run through that gap right there.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, somebody's getting tired. You need to do another substitution there.
Alright, and so now we're going to line up here, and I don't care about the cornerback, because he's almost always the guy who's going to tackle me from behind anyway, so we're going to move over here and block that linebacker.
Yep.
And then my fullback's going to go up the middle, and I'm hoping that he'll either take out the left outside linebacker there.
Just like that?
Yeah, just like that, and I'll just run up the middle.
Yeah.
So second down.
Oh, well, you're not going to get this playoff.
No, but I'd run to the left here.
Yeah. It's the end of the third quarter. And so far, we're up 24-0.
Yep.
The Browns, nothing. We welcome you back to Cleveland.
There is no aerial attack here.
Nope. It's old-time football.
The Steelers.
Wow, Mendenhall is like permanently tired at this point. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to run the ball to the left and bring our tight end over.
Uh-huh.
They hand it
Oh,
off.
well, you bounced off of somebody there and changed directions, but
Sometimes when you get it back with this kind of talent, it can be so difficult to get him on the ground.
Now we have a first down.
Okay, now we're going to run to the right. We're still going to bring that tight end over, though.
because that outside linebacker can run around the outside there and catch you from behind before you can get through the line of
That's
scrimmage.
right. That's right.
Which normally should be impossible, but not in this game, right? Oh, look at that.
That guy overran the play
Yeah,
there.
that guy overran the play. He ran in front of you and missed.
A pickup of about 7.
I think it's because of the way I sharply angled there because I was trying to dodge him.
Uh-huh.
And then I ran into the back of my own guy, and then,
3 yards to pick up the first.
you know, some of this is good luck rather than good planning.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter which way we run here, but we're still going to move the tight end over.
Yes, this is something we've learned, that free rusher from the outside can, in fact, disrupt a run, even if the run is going in the opposite direction from where he's coming from.
Ryan Taylor.
Because those guys are incredibly fast.
Yep.
11 yards out.
3rd and inches.
Well, we're going to run the ball to the right here. We're just going to ignore that safety that crept up to the line because he's not important. And we're going to make sure that that outside guy gets blocked. Oh, somebody lost it.
Yep.
Holding.
Oh, you're going to get another holding penalty. Wow.
Gets called for the hold.
Well, now it's 3rd and 10. So they've decided they're going to end your drive, or they're going to try anyway.
But we're going to run to the left here.
On the 21.
And we're going to bring the tight end over to help. Okay, now we're going to run to the right. And we're going to have to try to run around the defensive tackle, which is kind of hard because he likes to reach his arms out and grab you.
Yeah.
With an arm tackle.
Here's the give.
Oh,
That time,
wow.
actually, we had somebody cross the formation there. Did you see that?
He's tackled
No, I didn't.
at about the 19-yard line.
Yeah, I'll go through that on the instant replay, but that was really interesting. We had
Call on the field goal unit.
what is where did that guy come from?
Oh, yeah, there
Yeah,
he is.
that guy.
Yeah, I see him looping
Right?
around
He's
there.
way the fuck over here, and he's just like, I'm filling this gap.
Yeah. He got suction blocked by somebody, but still he plugged the hole so you couldn't run through there before he got suction blocked, right? He forced you to change direction.
Yeah, he's just a cornerback too.
Yeah. Okay, well, good luck kicking the field goal. He made one from about this range earlier. A little bit further, if I'm not mistaken. Hey.
I guess we're getting better at that finally. It's so different from Madden 05 though.
Yeah.
Like it looks the same. It looks like it's the same system, but it's not. It's like so different. The aiming is so different.
Yeah, well, you see the white mark there?
Yeah, yeah.
And the green arc?
That's what you're using to aim.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's screwy.
Yeah, yeah. I think you can't use the arrow to aim. You have to use that white mark, right?
I just find it totally screwy.
Okay, well,
Sanders was there for the stop. They'll start this drive at the 19. And we'll have a first down.
okay, here we go.
On the
Hey,
ground,
look at that.
tailback. He's brought down around the 21-yard line by Hoke.
Yay me.
They're looking now at 2nd and 8. Ball on their own 21.
Oh, look at that. See, that found a hole.
Yep.
They're getting more yards on the ground than they are through the air.
Cringe more than seeing that kind of run because then it sets up the play action and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
Actually, I'd much rather they passed. Because then things like that happen.
Chance to make a big play there. He seemed to get a little too excited and just made a really poor throw.
2nd down and 7 yards to go. Ball on their own 36.
Okay. I don't know how to do very many things, but the things I know how to do, I do well.
There you go.
Uh-oh, I got hurt. Was that... Okay, well, they got 4 wide receivers out there again.
He's a bit shaken up on that one. So, 3rd and 9 coming up right here. Short throw to the left.
There.
The stop was made.
And
And the funny
linebacker
thing
will
is,
take care of it.
yeah, I put the dime defense out there, and they're picking on the linebacker in coverage anyways, right? Oh, well. What the hell's this? Okay. No. No. That's not happening.
They wouldn't screwed you with that game plan?
And
Yeah.
keep the offense out there on 4th down.
Yeah, because I don't like the game plan thing. Piss off. I'd rather call my own play, thank you very much.
The hell did they even call for you? I actually missed that.
Some kind of zone defense. Okay, well, we'll substitute Hayward, I guess, for now. And then we're going to get out of this. Go back to the right play.
Because there's only one play that matters.
That's right.
Flips it out short to his
Oh,
left.
he
know
tipped
why?
it to him.
Yep, that's okay, because they still turned it over on downs.
Good coverage.
Yeah,
Because
and
he was
the
short,
didn't really do
right?
anything wrong there. The quarterback just made a good throw. We'll see if he starts to play him.
Yeah, he tipped it to him.
He tipped it to him, but that's okay. At least he made the tackle.
See, now they line me up in the full house there.
Yeah.
I don't know what their play calling logic is.
Yeah, well, it's just the same thing, right? Like that game. I'd rather that they had left that game plan thing. That's bullshit. Like,
You know how many
why-
dev hours probably went into that too? Like
Yeah,
that
I know.
that was somebody's job to implement that feature.
I know, but it was complete bullshit. Like it doesn't do any good.
Up the middle.
I'd much rather, take the time to if this game were worth playing, I'd much rather take the time to learn the game and learn, what plays I like to call in different situations.
Well,
right?
even by the year 2011, which is when I think this game was released, society was already on the path to easy mode, right?
Yeah. Well, I know a lot of game reviewers complain about the Madden series and how bad it is every year and all that kind of stuff, but you know what? The people who keep buying the game every year help to make it that way too, right?
Yep.
If en masse they would just stop buying the game, then EA would have to either make their game better or stop making the game altogether and let someone else have a try at it, right?
Literally neither of us have bought a football game in at least 10 years.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the last Madden that I bought was the one the year before this. And that one was the one that had all of these weird, like you look at, at least this one is less confusing when you look at the play art and stuff like that. But in Madden 11, they had all these things like brick wall tackler or smart player or whatever, and every time you went and looked at the play art, you saw like it was all cluttered up with all of these icons over all these different players too, right? Hey, what did you do there? You took it outside.
I did with the dive play.
Wow.
It's an incredibly versatile play. You can run it inside, you can run it outside.
Yeah. Wow, look at you. And then they had all those plays like with canned motion where you'd basically call the play and then your team would line up and then you wouldn't actually be able to snap the ball. Like you'd press the button to snap the ball and a player would motion from one side of the formation to the other and you wouldn't get the ball snapped until he was done doing his motion kind of thing, right?
Yeah, canned motion is terrible.
I really hated that too.
If a play requires motion, it's one thing if they just like make it a suggestion, like say in order to run this play the way it's drawn, you have to motion this player. But then it should be up to you to actually execute the play correctly or audible that player or something else, depending on what you want to do. You don't want to motion that player, you shouldn't have to.
Maybe I don't want to motion that player, maybe I want to call a hot route for him. Right from where he is, if the defense shows me something.
Or maybe there's 5 seconds
right?
on the play clock and you just don't want to motion that player.
Yeah, exactly. But, like Madden 11, at least they still had the option. Like, you could actually choose Madden 05 or Madden 06 control scheme, right? So you could actually... So the game was kind of playable, but still, it felt kind of like this does, at least on the defensive side, where... it doesn't really much matter what you do out there.
Yep.
I played a few games. I played 3 or 4 games, I guess, with it, and then I got tired of, feeling like I was just a spectator with my own game, and I stopped playing it just because I was bored with it, right?
See, that's one thing that NHL 2001 didn't fail at. You never felt like you were a spectator.
Nope.
In fact, you were the only line of defense.
That's right. If you could not consistently knock people down when they tried to skate in front of your net, you were going to give up 10 goals a game, like, for sure. Well, this is starting to look like it has the smell of inevitability on it here too, eh?
Yeah, well, they didn't get a penalty call on me this time.
Yeah, they didn't throw a flag on you in this end of the field. You know what? Both holding penalties that you've gotten have been in this end of the field. Right? Like, as soon as you get across the 25 or 30 yard line and start threatening to score, that's when you get a holding penalty, right? Both times.
Redmond gets another carry.
Again.
Wow. It's like you've got to run another play from the 1 yard line every time.
Well, that's okay, because it'll lead up more time on the clock and make this game end faster.
Yeah, really, eh?
Oh, with the way they're lined up, I might even have to run another one.
Yeah, maybe. They might stop you. They've actually got something resembling a goal line defense out there. You don't see that very often in this game. I mean, mind you, they're looking a little thin on the side where you've got all your big guys lined up, but what's this now? Johnson's got 3 touchdowns in this game?
Yep. He's having a good game.
Yep. He is. He's having a great game, actually. That two blocks and for one in that one play there that sprung you for a big touchdown.
And the pirouette around the center?
Yep. Finishing off drives with 1 yard plunges. There are three carries for 3 yards for 3 touchdowns with a long run of 1 yard.
Looks ready to kick it away. Stuckey is back to receive the kick.
Hey, you know what? There have been no turnovers in this game.
Hey, don't jinx it.
Usually these games are like turnover ridden, right?
There's a flag on the play.
Oh, there's somebody's going to get a penalty now.
Looks like they're going to get a holding penalty.
Yeah, then they can start from their 11 yard line. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes you have holding and sometimes you have tackling. That was a pretty good form tackle right there.
Okay, well. Here we go. They got a big set out there. Hey, you know what? This looks kind of like... yeah. Ooh, ooh.
The stop was made.
Okay, well, we're just going to keep on going with the strategy that we're going with here.
It's working.
Yep.
And the tackle was made by Lamar Woodley. Another conservative call when the clock is ticking.
Yeah, and really the way the game is played these days, if you're good enough throwing the football, you can make conservative pass calls that are essentially like run.
Oh, look at that. They ran the toss play. Oh, look at this.
Oh,
It's going to be a touchdown.
Oh, my God.
Oh, there's a flag. It's going to come back.
Boom, he's gone.
Wow, that was cheesy. Wow.
Holding.
Oh, okay. Well, it's going to come back.
And they'll have wasted a bunch of energy on that play.
And he's in.
Yeah. Okay. What
Did you
the-
decline that penalty?
No, I didn't. Okay, well, you know what? We just gave him 7 points, but whatever. Okay.
Oh, man.
I
That's okay.
must have pressed the wrong button because the button scheme here is different than in what I'm used to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I probably should have
Should
accepted
have looked
the
at the
penalty.
controller there.
I should have looked at the controller, but you know what? We're ahead by 34-7. I'm not really too worried about it.
Oh, they're doing
they're
an onside kick.
Okay, how do I fix that?
Brown.
Call a timeout.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if I can even call an onside return in this game. Right?
Go back with circle.
I can't. It won't let me.
Go up.
Go up.
Up, down.
No, I
Here, can I
can't go
see?
up or down. I can't do
Uh,
anything.
Oh, really?
Nope, can't do anything. I can't even call an onside return.
Dawson is ready to kick this one off. Brown is deep, looking at a return
fucked
to
up.
kickoff.
Yep. Oh well.
Okay,
guess
I think
that-
I mashed buttons enough to get an onside return.
Did you get an onside return? Okay.
I just kept mashing buttons until I got something that looked like an onside return.
Yeah. All right.
Line drive kick.
Oh, man.
Okay. Well, I guess there you go.
Fuck, that's retarded. That's retarded.
Anyway, just a little bit of trivia here. Even though I could have nullified that touchdown with a penalty if I'd have been pressing the right button on the controller, I've only given up 10 points in the last 2 games.
Pretty amazing.
Playing man 4-3 over man under 2.
Yep.
And the only other play that I've actually called, oh, look at this. The only other play I've actually called during that time is occasionally I'll play the 5-man line, man under 2.
Yep. Mixing it up a little bit.
Well, no, if I feel the situation calls for it, right? You know, like if it's, a short yardage or if they, like I used it once in the first half here when they were doing that one long drive there when they were running the ball against me.
Yep.
But you see what I mean, right? They are always fishing for a big play on the ground, right? That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to fish for a big play
On the ground.
and that's why you got to play, like you've got to have the 4-3 alignment out there because it is better in this game against the run than anything else, right? So basically what you do is you invite them to pass,
Hands it off straight ahead.
and the passing game in this game is really screwy and doesn't work even for the AI by the looks of it.
Passing in this game is terrible.
Yeah, passing in this game is terrible. It's terribly broken, underpowered, right?
I don't, like, if we were ever going to play this game again at all, I'd ask you to go in the fucking practice mode and try passing.
I did.
I couldn't do it.
I did. I actually played around with this game a little bit on the offensive side too, and you know what? I'm glad that you decided you wanted to play offense.
Well, I decided I wanted to play dive play anyways.
Yeah, well, But basically, after watching you, like run the curls play over and over, that's probably something like that I would have gone to, right? If I couldn't have discovered something like this running game, which is absolutely ridiculous. So we're going to go undefeated in the regular season here, with I think a net positive of 6 yards passing.
Oh, man.
Right? Yeah, you don't even have to run another play. You can just run the clock out now. Too bad. I was pitching a shutout until I pressed the wrong button and declined that penalty by accident. Yeah, they do have the white dot there. You can just see it there, right? Just practicing your field goal kicking a little.
Oh, keeping my inside the 20 percentage up.
That's okay. You need to practice anyway. You never know. You might have to kick a clutch field goal in the playoffs.
The Steelers, 37.
Yeah, well, maybe they'll really crank down on the run.
I don't know. Like I said, we've never played this game before, so I have no idea what to expect. Whether they're going to have like a big difficulty spike or... Wow, Redmond got 215 yards rushing in this game. Yeah, and there's Big Ben handing the ball off to Redmond. Yeah, that's that play where your fullback got 2 blocks in the same play, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a highlight.
Yep. Well, you gotta admit that was a highlight reel worthy play, right? You know, long run like that.
We made it. We made it through it.
Yep, and you know what? That adjustment in defensive strategy, I think, was definitely the way to go, too, right? See that? They got 26 yards passing and 148 yards rushing. Even though I made a concerted effort to stop the run, and I really did nothing special against the pass at all.
Well, to be fair, though, again, most of those rushing yards would be called back.
Well, a fair amount, yeah.
Well, let's see here.
He only threw 12 passes this whole game, right?
Let's take a look at us first. No passing.
So
We have lots of rushing. Redmond actually got more rushing yards than Mendenhall, because Mendenhall was out of stamina for the whole second half.
yeah. Oh well. So that's 58 to 63 rushing attempts.
Four rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
4 broken tackles. It's not a lot of broken tackles for how often we hand the ball off, but to be fair, I don't even know the break tackle controls.
No.
I'd probably fumble if I tried.
Well, I think they had the truck stick or something in this game, right?
Yeah, sort of, but it doesn't work as well as it did in, say, Madden 07.
Yeah. Well, it kind of sounds to me like it would be an invitation to fumble the ball anyway. So, I don't know. This game is just a numbers game, right? It's a dice roll game and it's a numbers game.
It's something that looks kind of like football that produces statistics at the end.
That's right.
8 tackles for a loss.
But even on that
4 sacks.
That big long run that he had there, I don't see how that develops into a big long run when I'm playing the same defense and they're playing the same offense, right? You know, like how does that happen? It's basically just a numbers game.
Oh, our punter is on a cold streak again.
Yeah.
He just got off of a cold streak. What kind of bullshit is this?
Yeah, well, his average was only 31 yards, right? So
All of our running backs, except for Batch, who only carried the ball twice, are on hot streaks.
Uh-huh.
All right, we'll take a look at their stats now.
Yeah. See, he only threw 12 passes.
For nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that? That was,
Yeah, long run of 83 yards that should have gotten called back because I just mishandled.
literally half of their rushing yardage would have been gone.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably could have pitched a shutout in this game. If
They wouldn't have even had 100 yards.
Yeah, if I'd have pressed the right button and actually declined the penalty. or accepted the penalty, I mean.
Hi, did we have any blocking statistics? I forgot to see if Hines Ward was in there. Yeah, Hines Ward was in there,
Yeah.
and our center was in there.
He got 3 pancake blocks in one game?
Making up for the whole season.
Wow. Incredible.
He was just making up for the entire rest of the season.
Well,
See?
maybe he was making up for when he turned and, you know, like let that guy
Yeah.
run right by him, right?
Then again, maybe linebackers are easier to pancake than defensive linemen.
I don't know. But then again, though, if that was the case, then somebody should be getting pancake blocks on the offensive line. Because somebody blocks a linebacker on pretty
Every
well
play.
every play.
Now that guy made a lot of tackles,
Yeah.
in spite of being on a cold streak.
Well, we're going to be going up against a playoff.
We only had one run for a loss.
Yeah. We're going to be going up against a playoff caliber team in our next game, though, because we actually get a bye in the wild card round, and we will be hosting the divisional playoff, right?
Well, that's okay. I already know what our strategy for that is going to be.
I don't know. Are you going to run it up the middle, or are you
Yeah, I was thinking I
the...
was going to more take it to the inside.
Okay, yeah. And me, I think I'm going to stick with the good old
4-3 defense?
4-3 defense, man under 2. And to tell you the truth, I don't really give a shit if we lose in the playoffs, because it'll just mean less games that we have to play before this is over.
God.
I'm not going to throw it or anything, but you know what? If
I
suddenly
mean, how
there's...
are we not throwing it? I mean, we call the same play every play.
Yeah.
How is this not a throw, and yet we're still winning games?
Yeah.
In fact, it's the only way we know how to win games.
Yeah, but anyway, like I was saying though, if there is a sudden difficulty spike and we get beaten in the playoffs, well, you know what? That's fine. I've had enough of this game anyway. I never want to see it again.
Hey, you gotta admit, you love that rushing attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look at what the hell is it called? Oh no, this one's got the screwed up standings screen where you can't find all the stats you want.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, we'll go digging for the stats next time.
Yeah, let's do that next time. I've had about all I can take of this for this week.
Yeah, we'll look at Mendenhall's rushing stats and Redmond's rushing stats in the next episode.
Yeah, before we play the divisional playoff game.
Indeed.
Anyway, until then.
I'm RecV5.
And I am Sandman99.
Have a good one.